Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, mid-tempo. The new course is available at Letsynthesize Academy.
Yo, Letsyn here, welcome to the newest Synthesize Sunday episode. So Serum 2 came out like a week ago. I was able to spend a lot of time with that, and today I want to show you 7 of my favorite tips and tricks that you probably didn't know about, and I want to introduce my new preset pack, so don't waste no time, let's jump into it. The first thing that I love in Serum 2 is the preset preview. So I just released this awesome preset pack. So to set up a preview, all you need to do is go into the clip mode, create a clip like this. When you play it, right click on the clip and set as preview clip. And that's all. The second thing is the resampling possibilities. So let me open up from this Letsynthesize Neural Blade pack. So this was the original, and I put back the sample of this and made this one. So obviously you don't need to use the spectral mode, you can go with the sample or go with the granular and create magic. It's just awesome. Or take this one as the original. Again, I resampled it, put it back into Serum and created this one. So you can add a FEM, you can add synchronization mode, you can distort, you can filter, you can add pitch modulation to it, you can use Serum's special filters, and the possibilities are endless. I won't use Ableton Sampler again, I guess, after this. The third thing is super simple to rearrange everything. So let's say you have oscillator A as a saw, oscillator B as a triangle, oscillator C as a square, and previously if you wanted to change the layout of these oscillators, you had to go crazy, but right now it's just drag and drop, and boom. The same with LFOs. Let's say you have these 2 LFOs, you can just drag and replace the layout of these. Also, with Alt dragging, you can copy these things. How cool is that? Alt and drag, and boom, you copied the oscillators. You can do the same thing with the LFOs. Alt, drag, and boom, you just copied the LFO. The fourth thing is one of my favorite. If you right click on the semitones or on the octave, you can choose between the modes. So you can go with semitones to harmonics, and my favorite mode is the ratio. So if you're familiar with operator or any FM synth, basically you know that this is super cool. And also you can go way higher than just 4 octaves. So I'm pushing C0 and this is the 4th octave, but if I switch to ratio and crank it up to the maximum, it's way higher. So for example, if you feel that you're limited with the octaves, with the pitch, just switch to ratio and boom, you are done. Super cool. The fifth thing is oscillator mappings. This is really cool if you want to create complex harmonies, melodies, chords and stuff like this. Because previously you were not able to separate the sub. So if you use a sub oscillator or you create a different sound in a different oscillator to use it as a bass, you just weren't able to use that. But right now, let's say I have this. This is cool, but what if I want to use a sub or a bass for this? Previously I had to use a separate instrument, separate instance of Serum, but right now, if I activate the sub, you can see that the sub plays the harmonies, the chords too, but this is not what I want. I just wanted to use the bass notes only. To solve that, go to the oscillator mapping and limit the sub oscillator to below the 1st octave and everything else above. So right now, as you can see, only the sub instrument will play the 0 octave and it won't play the higher notes, higher octaves. You can hear that right now it only plays one note at the same time. So let's add the other oscillators back. Really nice. The sixth thing is the special oscillator is keeping the performance a lot better than, for example, if you use the sampler oscillator. So right now, if I use this sound in an oscillator in spectral mode, I can hear that all the sounds, all the frequencies are in there, even on higher notes. But if I switch to sampler mode, on higher notes, it just totally disappears. It's a little quieter. So to me, it sounds a lot better in spectral mode. The spectral mode sometimes can translate the sound on higher notes a lot cleaner, a lot better, and a lot higher quality. Obviously, I haven't tested every existing sound, but sometimes the spectral mode gives back a lot better result. And the seventh is the complex FM possibilities. Now, in Serum 2, FM is called PD, which stands for phase distortion, and now you can self-oscillate the oscillators. You can easily go to noise, but this is so cool because if you FM modulate a different sound, you can create very nice gritty and noisy sound that is super suitable for neuro basses. Also now you are not limited to use one directional frequency modulation, because if you let oscillator B modulate A, you can still do the opposite, so at the same time both oscillators are modulating each other. Obviously you can easily go to noise with this setup. But with this you can create really nice neuro-ish sources simply by just detuning one oscillator. Almost like FM8. Right, so you can grab this preset pack from below and see you guys next time. Peace.